Federal lawmakers in the lower chamber are calling on the federal government to declare a state of emergency drug abuse in the country. This follows a motion of urgent national importance by Honorable Henry NWAUBA from Imo State at plenary, calling for urgent action to be taken to arrest the ugly developments amongst youths and adults as well.
Concerned that as a stimulant, it has a powerful euphoric effect similar to those of cocaine. Meth typically keeps users awake, depriving them of sleep, making them react violently, and takes a toll on the physical look of its users. The House resolves to mandate the Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency to reintegrate and strategize further on its enforcement and enlightenment capacity to cover the mode and cure for this meth addiction, which has no medical treatment at the moment.
These addictive drugs come by different names: tramadol, codeine syrup, and so on. But the end point, according to many, is that drug abuse is fast destroying the future of the country. Honorable Henry NWAUBA brought the motion on the matter of urgent national importance to the floor at plenary, warning of its dire consequences if government fails to act in full force. Federal lawmakers in their arguments condemned these vices in very strong terms, while also suggesting that an emergency on illicit drug abuse be declared to stem the ugly tide.
Anything that has the capacity to alter the human constitution, to alter how a man is constituted, Mr. Speaker, is dangerous. Crystal meth is not only addictive, it makes you hallucinate, it puts you under influence, which could be subjected to any use, including the beheading of people, as he said. And what we should be talking about is who are the manufacturers.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this Nkurumiri is called Nkurumiri in the southeast. It's actually meth. It does sound like a joke, but it's not a joke. It's actually very serious. It's actually killing a lot of people. And when I went home, I told them, in like 5-10 years' time, if we don't stop it, we're going to have a zombie society, Mr. Speaker. Because at least in my constituency, you'll find 11, 12-year-olds taking this meth. I mean, so really, what kind of future are we expecting these young ones to have? So we're definitely going to have doped-up society, zombie society. That's not good for us. So we must really take this thing very seriously.
One of the major problems I want to draw the attention of this hallowed chamber to is the ease with which this meth is produced. Unlike tramadol and cocaine that have to be imported because they are not usually produced in Nigeria, methamphetamine can be produced from this common cold drugs that are over the counter, drugs for catarrh and for cough. And it can be made from crude laboratories in homes and in communities. So that's what makes it very easy to access and also quite cheap. And with this rate, if we are not able to really stem the tide of the abuse of this very dangerous drug and permit our youth population, which are in their tens of millions, we will have a bigger disaster in our hands.
The House, while adopting the motion, called on the federal government to be proactive in checking the dangerous tide through an aggressive enlightenment campaign through the National Orientation Agency, as well as call on the NDLEA and other security agencies to up its game and end these drugs issues among youths. Anita Patrick.